What is up and happy Tuesday. The market must have had a lot of tacos today or something on Taco Tuesday because it was so strong. I mean, look at this. It just shot up pretty much all day from the pre-market, right? Which I'm not surprised because I have this level marked and let me show you this level, which also, by the way, something super sweet is that so a trading buddy of mine shared a hockey with me so I can switch through my chart so I don't have to like click on my little thing and switch and like take forever. Um, I think Thor in BBT shared it yesterday, but I was out, and then a trading buddy of mine actually sent it to me. So shout out to Amanda for sharing this sweet hockey with me because it has changed my life. Like I could just switch boop, like that. So I'll take you over to the weekly on the spy. I love it. So simple. So great. So we've been kind of, obviously selling off, and I have been waiting for this. Um, and we broke down to that this morning. So, we've got this area, we've been kind of playing this little like this top little portion here. But I've been wanting to see what happens when we get to the bottom here. Let me get a little bit of a bigger guy here. So we've got this kind of area, right? So we went to that this morning in the pre-market and we bounced off of it. I'll bring that back to the 5 minute chart. So like basically, I mean, it's not really a range, but like you can tell that there's like a level down here that's been holding. So I've been wanting to see what would happen when we got there. And all last week we could see on the L2 that there were some, every time we kind of dropped lower, I could see on the L2 that there were bids down at like 417 area. So this area is 415, 93. So I'm not surprised that we're there. So if we bring it over to the 5 minute, you can see that this level was right here. And this morning in the pre-market, we broke below it. We came back above it. And as soon as we reclaimed this, we just trended the rest of the day back to actually the top of that area that we've been playing last week. So yeah, a super, good reclaim of that level and just strong for the rest of the day. So anyways, what's interesting though is most of my stuff that I want to take for a long actually left me in the morning. And I actually ended up taking a short when the market was long, but I took it when the market pulled back. So I took Wells Fargo, and what I was looking at on Wells Fargo is if I take it to the weekly chart, I like this area here. So I see this kind of like, at the top. I played the top of it. I think it was last week or the week before. And now we're all the way back at the bottom of this. So this morning we were opening, right down here, or opening near it. So I was interested to see if we would reject it or break through it. And what we had was, if I take it to the 5, and zoom in here, throw my pivots back on, and you can see that right. So here's the level, the yellow one. Off of the weekly chart, and then R3 is just sitting right above it. So, I'm interested in this area. And when this opened, it had like 7% RVol, and I was like, I don't think there's any way in hell I'm gonna be able to play this today. But we finally, like a couple minutes in, got some larger orders that shot through on the tape over here, and I was like, all right, so we've got a little bit more volume. I think around the time that I played this, we were at like 63. It closed at 78. So, not 100%, but enough to like get some sort of a move. Um, and so we came up to this level, and I just saw like large orders kind of like dropping, and it just was really struggling to like push through with momentum. And a lot of the times when you have these higher time frame levels, you really need good RVol for it to strongly push through and hold for the rest of the day. So I was expecting it to at least turn around here for a minute, maybe at least some sort of a pullback. So I entered on the first one. Let me just take it over to the 2 minute. And I entered here on the first one, and unfortunately it just shot up for a minute, needed to stop me out basically to the penny. And as soon as it lost it, it shot back down again, and lost 50-50. We've got the, a $0.50 level here, we've got R3 here, we've got my level down here. I felt safe entering here with, a loss of this area at 10% of the ATR for my stop. So I entered here again, and then as we approached the level, I just saw the order starting to drop. I saw the change in character of the tape. It was just kind of speeding up as we approached it, and I didn't see any big bids coming to kind of like hold that area. We were just pushing through the bids really quickly. So I actually added in as we were about to drop through the area, and then we just shot right through it. I just put my stop up here at break even after that, and then I just kind of held. So I got a partial here, I got a partial here. This is actually the area where I wanted to, it was my final target. I wanted to stop out completely, but I thought, maybe like I'll hold a few shares and we'll get like one more leg down a little bit later. But, shot back up here. We reclaimed previous day low. That's previous day low. We reclaimed at S3 here. And then I just got all out. I actually meant to get out a little bit above S3, but I had just started talking in the chat room on the mic, and I forgot to move my order, so I got stopped out a little bit later than I wanted up here, but that's okay because it was just a couple shares that I was just a pocketful, just a pocketful of shares that I was holding. But I can take you here. Let me take this off and take you over to the 60 and show you kind of where my partials were. So this is what it looks like on the 60-minute chart. We kind of have like these waves, but then, I'm kind of thinking like as we resist this, we could maybe see this starting to happen. So it looks like maybe it'll start to set a little bit of a range, possibly. At least today it was looking like that. So once we shot down, I was interested in taking something here, kind of like the midline line in previous day close. And then something here where we've got, a hold of the wick here and just some touches. So, and that's previous day open. So I took, there, and then this is where I was, my first thought of getting all out was here. And then I just ended up holding that pocket of shares thinking, if the market totally sold off all of a sudden, I would go here. Or I would hold some for there. But the market was strong today. Like I said, here's where I'll just show you why I took a short, because the market was strong. So a lot of the longs were working really well. They just weren't the levels that I wanted to take the longs at just weren't there for me. I got lost left in the dust. They kind of went right at the open. So I was hoping for a pullback to play, but unfortunately that didn't happen. So this is where I took Wells Fargo. Actually, let me put, because there was a pivot. Yeah. So in the morning, I played Wells Fargo here. So, like I said, we were strong, but at the open, we pushed up at the open. We were sort of rejecting, or, we were rejecting previous day's open. That's this purple dashed line. And then R3 is right here. So we were struggling to get through this, and we started to pull back, and we started to lose this area right here on R3. And that's around the time that I entered Wells Fargo for this move down. As this rolled over and started pushing back up, I was pretty lucky that Wells Fargo decided it wanted to keep going. The financial sector was still dropping a bit, but eventually it held and turned around a little. So yeah, got a nice little short on a day when the market was strong, but sometimes it's possible to do that. You just have to enter at the right moment, and you got to enter at a moment where the market might be just pulling back, because that can give your short setup or long setup, if you're opposite the market, a little bit more of a move and a little bit more of the like push that it needs in that time. But yeah, hopefully you guys had a good day, and I will catch you later. Peace.